Mary Phillips Sandy, our next guest, loves politics. She probably loves politics because of how totally absurd it is at times. You are the editor of Indecision 2012 from Comedy Central. What's your title?
I'm the editorial producer.
You are the editorial producer.
Comedy Central's Indecision.
Is that in quotes, or is that the official name?
That is our official title.
Is it one word?
No, we break it up into 3 words. Comedy Central's Indecision. Okay. But it's at indecision.cc.com, and it's the network's hub for political comedy all through the election year and other years too, because the funny doesn't really stop.
No, it really doesn't.
The funny doesn't stop.
No.
But there are characters in politics that are funnier than others, right?
Yes.
So,
many of them are running for president right now.
We could talk about this. We're going to take a look at some of the work that we did. Our team here talked to 2 of your bloggers.
Yes.
To get a taste of just what kind of comedic elements can grow out of presidential candidates.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk a little bit more about it on the other
Fantastic.
side. Take a look.
My name is Jess Dweck, and I'm a blogger for Comedy Central's Indecision.
And I'm Gonzalo Cordova, and I am also a blogger for Indecision.
As a comedy blogger, we take the important political issues of the day and just make jokes about them.
I'm a writer for the blog and also for the Twitter account, and the Twitter account is just even shorter and dumber. It's great to just boil everything down to the dumbest, I don't know, this person likes to eat pie joke. I feel like a Newt Gingrich moon base is a really bad idea, because if he does the moon base, Mitt Romney's just going to buy it as a second summer home.
What makes a great comedy blog post is a little nugget of real, factual, reality-based information.
Nugget.
Just a little bit of reality, and then a big joke at the end. The stupider the better.
The joke does not have to be very smart. It could literally not even have anything to do with the story. The story could be Newt Gingrich had some kind of gaffe, like he spilt milk on himself eating some cookies, and then we'll just end with something about him getting married for no reason.
He really likes marriage.
Oh yeah, I think he likes it more than eating milk and cookies, which is the thing I just decided he likes.
I want Herman Cain to come back.
Oh, we all do. We all want Herman Cain to come back. I think if Herman Cain came back, every single comedy blogger's head would explode. I feel like Super Tuesday is really exciting because we're just gonna get to see all these candidates come up and give these speeches, and they're so tired at this point that the stuff that's coming out of their mouth has stopped making sense completely.
Every other word is just Obama, communism. They've given up.
I wouldn't be surprised if Mitt Romney threatened to put Rick Santorum on the roof of his car.
Super Tuesday is a big day for politics and comedy.
Yeah, it's a big day for us. It's like Mark Twain said, Super Tuesday's the funniest day ever.
I don't know.
Is it the funniest day
ever? The funniest
Come
day
on.
ever.
You know, we are not scientists, but we're just going to make that claim right now.
In
on
fact,
TV.
that Santorum on the roof of the Romney car was a New Yorker cover this week. They did that as a depiction too.
Well, I'll have a word with the young Gonzalo. And I should clarify, my colleagues, when we say that we make dumb jokes, we don't, a lot of times it's the politics that are dumb, and we try to be smart about it with varying degrees of success. But if you're looking for fart jokes, we're probably not the place to go.
We're not looking for that. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I mean, we actually
who do that?
We do want to try to stay on top of the news as it happens, reported by real journalists like yourselves, because we are into it. We're excited about it. That's why we do this.
So tell us, these groups of candidates, you see our heads here.
I was going to say, these heads are kind of creepy. This is actually...
We're going to give them, if you'd like to take one, you can as a party. We think that they're like a coaster.
Oh, wow. Actually,
Yeah,
you can sell those. I would buy one.
Okay.
So which one of these guys have given you good fodder, these remaining 4? Which one's the best material?
Rick Santorum is made of comedy gold. We couldn't ask. I mean, I'm flabbergasted that he's gotten as far as he has, but I'm also really grateful.
So what's the best, funniest thing that he's done?
I mean, when he put on that sweater vest, we knew, we all sort of, our hearts soared because we knew this was what we'd been looking for. And I heard a rumor that he had to wear the sweater vest because he had gained some weight on the trail and his suit jackets weren't closing. I don't know if that was true or not, but we hope.
Well, it is true that he gained some weight on the trail.
He did. He looks pudgier, right? Yeah. So I hope that if he stays in this race, he does not go on a diet so that we can continue watching
He will still wear that sweater vest.
He will still wear the sweater vest.
He wore it in Florida.
He did.
He'll wear it no matter what.
He even, I think he wore a bolo tie as well, so he's flexible with his
In fact, one of
wardrobe.
my favorite stops of the entire campaign trail so far was when Rick Santorum, I believe it was in Wisconsin, near Milwaukee, he stopped into the factory that makes the Rick Santorum sweater vest.
They are made in the USA.
That was a pretty good
I'm surprised
event.
he didn't didn't talk about this guy as the funniest. We have moon bases.
We do have the moon bases, but
I am obsessed with that. He spent today at a place where they send people to the moon. It's like he wrote that joke for you guys.
He does. The problem with Newt Gingrich is he is so long-winded. It can be hard for us to get a joke in edgewise if we're live tweeting one of his speeches, because it's like trying to live tweet your history class. He just speaks in these very long, windbaggy paragraphs, which we don't like.
That doesn't work as
shorter, sillier, stupider things works better for us.
Do you guys sit in front of a bank of monitors all day long and watch all this video come in?
We're not a real news network here. We got one TV and a desk, and that's our operation. But that's really all you need these days. We've got our smartphones, and I was tweeting over there just a minute ago. So as long as we can sort of get some information, we're good to go.
Okay, so now we may be coming to a situation very soon where we have Mitt Romney, not funny, up against Barack Obama. Also, remember, we had a lot of trouble. Comedians had a lot of trouble with him. Saturday Night Live had a lot of trouble. So, not funny. What do you do with those?
We're not worried. I think it's fallacy to say that any politician is not inherently funny. Okay. I mean, they're a politician, so they're hypocritical. They're going to lie. They're going to do things that they shouldn't be doing, and they're going to get caught. Plus, they have their surrogates, their vice presidents, their campaign spokespeople. There's this whole operation around them. Even Barack Obama had these moments in 2008 that were really hilarious. He went on this bender where he was talking about pie in every speech he gave. And, he's this very dignified fellow, and he was just going on about pie, and that's funny. And Mitt Romney, he tries so hard to be a normal person.
Yeah.
Bless his heart. And the worse he is at that, the better it is for us. And I think it will get worse for Mitt Romney. Luckily.
He also has 5 sons.
He does.
Saturday Night Live chose to lampoon this weekend. They could be comedy gold going forward.
Oh, absolutely. And just the whole sort of buzz about the Romney sons. It's like they're a boy band, So I think we'll see and hear more from them on the campaign trail as well.
Have you ever thought about bringing some of those people into the Indecision? I only say this, the Huntsman girls.
Yes.
Were very
John
funny.
2012 girls.
John 2012 girls. We talked about maybe pairing them with the Romney Boys. That's an awesome band pairing. That's like the Partridge Family. But what do you think about that? Would you bring on people who are outside of the circle?
Well, we would love to. I think they might be a little afraid of us, even though, we would never certainly be rude to anyone in person. We actually, earlier this fall, did a series called Indecision 2012, where we interviewed long shot candidates like Fred Karger, came on, right, who I think is still running, actually, for president.
He is.
He's not
Buddy Romer.
Gary Johnson. We didn't get Buddy, but we got Gary Johnson and Thaddeus McCotter when he was running. So, there are some people who understand the humor in what they're doing as well, especially when they have nothing to lose and nothing to win. But we respect them, and we're grateful that they are trying to serve our country, and we will serve our country by making fun of them.
Can I ask you about that, too? For people who do cover this all the time,
sure.
And we keep hearing about people are jaded and cynical, and nobody turns out to vote,
right.
And politics is ugly. And then we say, but don't shows like this then only promote more cynicism? So how do you guys walk that line, or do you need to, between being serious about this is a big deal to be president of the United States, and
sure.
it's a big responsibility, and it's a big responsibility to vote, versus, come on, there's some funny stuff.
There is. Well, I think this is the great thing about America, that people can take on this very serious and important task of running for president, and I can take on the much less serious task of sitting in my pajamas, if I feel like it, and writing jokes about them and putting them out for thousands and thousands of people to read. And we joke because we love. We wouldn't be this obsessed with it. We wouldn't be up all night following these returns if we didn't care. But we just happen to be able to find the humor in it, and we want to share that with other people, because even though there's a great need for real news and real information and breaking through all of the spin and the buzz, it's also really good to understand that it's inherently pretty funny.
I am not a comedy writer. I am not a comedian. I claim no ability to do that, but can I offer one suggestion?
Absolutely.
And this is going to be an unpopular suggestion.
No, bring it on.
I think the voters need to be made fun of a little more. Like,
Sure.
I think these independent voters who love to be courted all the right to the end,
Right, definitely.
we always make fun of a lot of the politicians, but we voters are quirky people, right?
You're going to get a
Absolutely.
lot of
I
hate
know,
mail. I'm going to
I
put
know.
my
I'm
computer
just
away right now.
saying, they play a
I
role in this
agree, they
process
do.
too, right?
Everyone's fair game. Voters, politicians, with all due respect, the media itself.
Yes, exactly.
Everyone shows their true colors during an election season like this, and so we're going to be there to make fun of it when it happens.
All right, so what's the coming up down the road, we know we have the conventions and of course, so what are you guys going to be doing going forward?
We have a very exciting year planned. We'll be at the conventions. We're actually going to be traveling throughout the country with 2 comedians, Jared Logan and Jordan Carlos, who are hilarious, and they will be covering all of the action for us. We've got a really sort of wide range. We're also focusing on local races, like little small town politics things, the real root of democracy. We're doing a weekly series about that.
That sounds so fun. Where's your first stop? Do you have one?
Well, we're not traveling there, but we're just reporting on them. And actually, tomorrow we're having a post going up about a very heated county coroner race in Illinois.
That's awesome.
You know, these things are all happening. They're all part of the campaign season as well.
Before we let you go, do you think that this nomination season provides better material, sort of an intra-party battle, or the general election will provide better material when it's one-on-one the president versus one of these Republicans?
I think seeing the Republicans fight among themselves has been great, especially with all the big money getting involved and the backstabbing and the lying. It's sort of like a soap opera.
That's true. I do feel like you could have tuned in at any point during this,
and
you could catch up very
Absolutely.
quickly. Right. This is a reality show. In fact, I think the debates must have given you great fodder.
We live blog and live tweet every debate, every primary return. We're live blogging and live tweeting tonight, and it's even as people dropped out, they were consistently they had the knives out, and that was really good for us.
Well,
fantastic. Mary Phillips Sandy of Comedy Central's Indecision.
Yes.
You can check it out online and see their live blogging right now.
I want it.
Right now,
I'm
as we
following
speak.
it right now.
Great.
All right.
Great.
Thank you so much
for having me.